Hello, my name is Galia Georgieva. I'm customer care agent at ThirdbrainFx. Today's topic of our webinar is how to select a strategy inside ThirdbrainFx's premium zone. The first thing you need to know about the MirrorTrader platform is that we have two small windows within the main one. On the left hand side you see live chart, strategies and history. On the right hand side you see live signals, portfolios, rate, account activities. The most important tab that we need to look at today is the strategies. Click on the strategies, please. You will see that we have two different filters, Smart Filter and Custom Filter. For the moment we'll have a look at the Custom Filter because this is the most important thing and the easiest and the proper way to choose strategy. The first thing we need to do is to select the time frame. Today we will select some mid to long term strategies, so the time frame will be 12 months. If you are familiar with the ThirdbrainFx strategies, you can choose the strategies by your own, for example, Alphar, Athena, Jupiter, ThirdbrainFx, etc. We'll leave all strategies for the moment. You can choose by symbols as well. Audi Canadian, Audi New Zealand, Audi USD, etc. Another option is to choose by pips gained. And the last option is to choose by max DD. From 0 to minus 200, from 0 to minus 400, etc. We'll only choose the time frame, 12 months, and we'll click Find. Once we click Find, we see the top 300 results sorted by T-score. You see the strategy with the highest T-score is Saturn FX with 9.45 points. The main things that we need to look at is the pips gained and the max DD. So I will click on pips in order to select the strategies by pip gains in the last 12 months. The strategy with the highest amount of pips gained is Jupiter with currency couple Audi New Zealand. We can see that the max DD is not so high, considering the fact that it's for 12 months. It's 1000 pips, which means less than 100 pips drawdown per month. We will click on the strategy name to have a look at the statistics and the strategy history. This is two of the most important things we need to look at. Click on the statistics and have a look at the results. The profit factor is very good for the last 12 months, 3.32. The average amount of pips gained per trade, 320. Again, very good profit per trade. And the win in percentages is 72. The results for 12 months are very good. We will check the results for the last 6 months as well. We have to change the time frame from here. Click 180 days, which means 6 months. The profit factor is again around 3, which is very good. The average profitable trade is more or less the same, over 300 pips per trade. Let's have a look at the trade history. We can see that on the first page most of the positions were closed with positive result. on the second page we only have one position closed. So the final conclusion is that most of the positions closed are positive, and I think it could be worth having this one in our portfolio. We will click Add to add this strategy to our portfolio. The pop-up window we see is for selecting the lot size. Usually we see amount of K 1. This is the amount of K by default, 1. We will leave it like this for the moment and we'll click Add. Now we don't need this window with Jupiter Audi New Zealand and all the strategy details and statistics, so we'll close the window and have a look at our portfolio, which is on the right hand side. We already have strategy Jupiter here in our portfolio, and we can have a look at the exposure as well and the exposure meter. The exposure is 1 to 6, which is good. We'll be selecting more strategies and we'll try to keep the exposure up to 1 to 20, 1 to 24 maximum. Everything over 1 to 25 is actually trading very risky. We would like to keep our leverage below 1 to 20, so we're not gonna play with lot size bigger than 1. Let's go back to the list with the strategies and see which could be the next one appropriate for our mid to long term goals. Let's have a look at the second one in the list, Thor, with currency couple GBPUSD. Again, very good amount of pips for the last 12 months, almost 5,500. The max DD is 1,500, which means that the max DD per month is just around 100. It's not too bad. Let's have a look at the statistic and the strategy trade history again. The profit factor again is very good, almost 2. The percentages win, nearly 64, which is good again. Let's have a look at the strategy trade history for the last year. We can see that on the first page, the results for January and February this year are 50-50, positive, negative. On the second page, most of the positions closed are positive with very good results. They're usually over 300 pips gain. So we could see that really around 65% of the trades are positive with good results. So we will click Add Strategy. Again, we'll leave amount of K1. Click Add. Close the window with the strategy statistic and history and have a look at the exposure. It's still very reasonable, 1 to 10, so we can afford to add another strategy. Go back to the list and have a look what other options you've got. The next one in the list is Correlian charts. Let's have a look at the max DD. Comparing the max DD of Correlian chart, which is 1,600, and the max DD of Jupiter, which is only 500, I think it would be better to click on Jupiter and see what are the results for the 12 months, because the max DD is around 40 pips maybe per month, even less, which is very good. The strategy has been almost 80-90% maybe profitable for this period of time. Let's just confirm my saying now. Yes, the percentages win 72 for the last 12 months, profit factor 3. The average profitable trade is 110, almost 20 pips, which is very good. We will do one last checkup and see what are the results for the last 6 months. Even better, almost 80% win. And understandably, the profit factor is almost 5. So by all means, we can add this one to our portfolio. Click Add. Again, amount of K1. Add. We can close this window and see what is the exposure at the moment. 1 to 18. It's very good. So I think this is one very good mid to long-term portfolio with very reasonable leverage. This is actually the easiest way to select strategies, and like I already said at the beginning, the main thing that you need to look at is the amount of pips compared to the maximum drawdown. So this was for today, for our topic how to select a strategy inside the ThirdbrainFx premium zone. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to ask me or to write a question to me. I will be happy to answer all of your questions. Thank you very much and wishing you all the best.